Greet your customers and then ask if they need anything, first being their drink order, or maybe they need a booster seat for their child. Along with their drink order, make sure you have what they need and prepare to answer any question they have, like where's the bathroom or what's your specials, etc. Assuming they have their menus in their hands when returning with their drinks, be sure they know what they want and kindly go through their order with them. Build a small relationship with them because you are the tour guide to the menu and you want to make sure they know exactly what they are ordering. Now, you will certainly get people who are very easy to order and they will order the same thing around the table and spit their orders out like, just a burger with fries is fine, or a 12-inch pizza with cheese only. However, you will get people who order like this. May I have a medium rare cheeseburger with no onions, extra mayo, a little bit of ketchup, french fries without the salt, and not too crispy please. And can you make that without cheese? Did that make sense? Not really, and it can at times become annoying. However, don't rebuttal with time-consuming logic. Just take the order and move on, and look pleased to take the order if you can, even if it just irritated you, because at times it will. Cheeseburger without the cheese. Yes, it will happen, so just go with the flow. After you take their order, repeat it back to them. Be sure they know exactly what they just ordered. It covers both your butt as well as theirs, if a mistake is made. When you give that ticket to the cook, or when you punch the order into a system, just go back and check it. See if it matches exactly what you wrote down. This can save you a lot of time if a mistake is made. If your table orders an appetizer, be sure that appetizer comes out first. You can make sure this happens by punching in your ticket for the appetizer first, or handing it to the kitchen before the main dish. While you wait on their food to come out, you most likely have other tables. However, be sure to check on your tables, and checking on them does not mean you have to approach it each time. Watching body language is also checking on your tables. Look out for irritated guests and watch your colleagues' tables as well. You are all one team, and every table should be sought after. If there are empty dishes on the table, but it's not your table, you should still grab the empty dish off of it. It may not be your table, but it's the restaurant in general, and you work for the restaurant, not just your customers. When the main meal is ready, clear the table of any unwanted dishes like the appetizer and place the food down gently. Treat the food with respect. Do not slam the plate on the table. It can and will become irritating to your guest. Remember, some guests may not look like they're irritated, however, you will know after when your workplace receives a review on Facebook, Yelp, or Google, etc. Be mindful because not everyone will complain to your face. Try your best to make it back to your table after a few bites or minutes when the food is delivered. So if there is a mistake, you can correct it promptly. You do not want to wait too long because other food might go cold, and it can potentially ruin the whole experience for the customers. You will get less of a tip, and the business will suffer as well. While your table is hopefully enjoying their meal, be sure their drinks are filled. Make sure they have water accompanied by whatever drinks they are having, especially if anyone ordered spicy food or alcohol. Some might reject water, however, most will accept it. After their meals are complete, they might want to hang out for a bit, and some might want to leave quickly. Whatever the case, make sure you pre-bus your table. Do not leave empty dishes and cups in front of them. Clear it out as you go. With every visit you make to your table, there should be something to grab. If not, it's okay, but if there is, grab it. Ask them if they need anything else like dessert or coffee. Allow them to ask for the check. Allow them to ask if possible, because they might want to hang out for a minute after their meal, and they do not want to feel rushed. So again, it's all about body language. You can tell when someone is ready to go, or if they are going to stay. I will admit that some customers can be insulting and expect you to read their mind. If you experience any resistance or negative attitude in the beginning, then stay on top of your game. If the customer has their hand up on the chair, picking their teeth with the toothpick, engaging in conversation, and is seemingly satisfied, then try to wait for them to ask you for the check. Or maybe come by a little later and ask if they're ready. If the customers are staring quietly, seemingly irritated with their hands on their jackets or purse, then ask them if they are ready, or just hand them their check. The end of the checkout is critical, and it can become challenging, because everyone is different, and it's a delicate process in the beginning and to the end. In between it's not so bad because the ice is broken. However, stay off your phone and avoid deep conversations with your colleagues, and be diligent because your tips depend on it. One more thing to add. Try to wait until the customer leaves to check what kind of tip they left. It could become uncomfortable for the guest, and your job should be performed with excellence either way, and your attitude should stay positive and sharp regardless of what they tipped. Because you will have good days and bad days. Sometimes you would get tipped a lot for doing so little and get tipped a little for doing so much. The tip industry is a gamble, and this is what you chose. So, just like scratching a lottery ticket, don't let it get to you if you do not win.